right, I know I don't do these much anymore, but the Tennessee Southern's Lawrenceburg local ain't running up this way today, and I probably won't be able to catch it for another while at least. And this crossing's at least somewhat interesting to talk about, so I thought I'd just do a crossing tour, even though I don't do it much anymore. But anyways, I believe this is the only installation from the Seaboard's family line system on the Tennessee Southern, interestingly enough, which is the reason why I'm doing this video, and as such, you'll see why in a minute. I have to check the line between like Mount Pleasant and Etheridge, but I think it's the only. So anyways, this signal right here has a Safetran base. Gate mechanism is also from Safetran. The gate arm is also from Safetran as well, though you can't really read that label. You can't really read our label, but it's barely able to make out Safetran logo on the other one. But right here's the emergency information. The dot number is 350693N. Then we have the lights, which are Safetran 12 by 24 inch lights, and they have Western Cole & Hayes second generation LEDs in them, as you can see right there by looking at the middle. And right there is the back showing that the Safetran logo. As the lights have Safetran logos on them. And then the bell, which is probably the most interesting thing about this crossing, relatively speaking, because these are kind of rare in Middle Tennessee, is a Safetran mechanical bell. I believe the only one on Tennessee Southern, assuming they don't have any more. That is. And then the gate lights are NEG, leave incandescent. And then over here we got the, let me wait for this car to pass, but over here we got the second signal, which is nice and sunny. Before I start on it, I actually noticed this old base here that appears to be that's unused currently. Not sure if it was ever used, because it looks like there is piping for wires to go in, but I haven't found any wires just by digging a bit. But I mean, it's possible that this replaced an old L&N install. And it's also entirely possible that there used to be, or it's also entirely possible that this signal got remounted, or this even replaced like a gateless setup or something. And this, like the foundation of the old gateless signal, that appears to be a 5-inch foundation for a 5-inch base, so I'm honestly not sure. But anyways, the second signal is a Safetran base. The gate mechanism is Safetran as well. And then over here we got the label that says this gate arm's from Safetran. Though again, you can't really read it, I don't think. It looks like, will this thing focus? Thank you. Looks like there might be a little Safetran logo up there. Yeah, I can just barely see it. There's a little Safetran logo there. But here's the other emergency information. And then you got the lights here, which are Safetran 12 by 24 inch lights with more Western Cole & Hayes second generation LEDs in them. And yes, that is me there. And then we have and then there's the rear showing it's Safetran lights. Then this signal has another mechanical bell, though it's Western Cole & Hayes. As you can see right back there. It's a Western Cole & Hayes mechanical bell. Crossbuck's also double-sided, interestingly enough. I think they reinstalled that one from like an L&N crossing somewhere. And then we've got we got more NEG gate lights on this signal. And this is on the Tennessee Southern line. And also right before I finish up, alright, here's the relay case with the dot number on the side there, as you can see. This is on the Tennessee Southern line from Pulaski, Tennessee to to Florence, Alabama, through Columbia, Tennessee, and Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. That way is looking north towards Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, and eventually towards Columbia, and eventually, that way is looking north towards Columbia, Tennessee, and eventually towards Pulaski, Tennessee, back south. And that way is looking south towards Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, and eventually Florence, Alabama. local that runs through here, which is the Lawrenceburg local, which on every other day will come up through this crossing. And but before I finish up, talking about the tracks a little bit. Well, first off, there's these weird little concrete base things here that I'm not entirely sure what they're for. Though I think there might have been like a station here at one point, because I want to say Mount Pleasant's down that way. So this might have been the station for Mount Pleasant originally, which means there's probably another track right here, if I had to guess, long ago, but it's long since been torn out. But speaking of tracks, there is evidence that there was a third track here back when the Seaboard Coastline was around, because there's space enough for a third one right here. As you can tell by how far back, I'm going to get over here so that the sun ain't glaring as much. As you can tell by how far back the signal at the Safetran bell is from the crossing. That tells me that there was a third track here when these signals were put in. So yeah. Now, of course, it's obviously since been removed. So yeah. Right here is the Zion Road railroad crossing. I forget if it's in or near. I think it's technically near. Might be in, but I'm pretty sure it's just near Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Over and out.